Hello and welcome back everyone. This is Mr. Nikhil and today we are going to discuss the points in continuation with the earlier video lecture of Drugs and Magic Remedies Act 1954 and Rules 1955. If you haven't watched the introductory part of this chapter, the link is there in the I button. So let's get started with the today's video lecture. So, today we'll be discussing what are the prohibited advertisements that has been prohibited in the or under this act. First is prohibition of advertisements of certain drugs for the treatment of certain diseases or disorders. Like this prohibition is like no person shall take any part in the publication of any advertisements which refers to any drug in terms which suggest or calculated led to the use of that drug for first, that is advertisements for procurement or miscarriage in women or prevention of conception in women or maintenance or improvement of capacity of human beings for sexual pleasures or correction of menstrual disorders in women or diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment or prevention of any disease, disorder or conditions specified in the schedule to this act. Then is prohibition of misleading advertisements relating to the drugs, where a person shall not take any part in the publication of advertisements which is relating to the drug if the advertisements contains directly or indirectly giving false impression regarding the true character of the drug or claiming falsely about the drug or misleading in any material particularly. Okay, then prohibition of advertisements of magic remedies for treatment of certain diseases or disorders means the advertisements which claim that they have the therapeutic efficacy even if they doesn't. Where profession administering magic remedies shall not take any part in publication of any advertisements which refer to magic remedies which directly or indirectly claiming to be efficacious even if it is not. Okay. And then is prohibition of import into India and export from India of certain advertisements, like no person shall import or export from the territories to which this act extends, and any document containing advertisements of nature referred to in the section 3, 4 and 5 of this act. Then is the class of exempted advertisements or provision for saving under the act. So there are some categories permitted under this act, like signboard or notice which has been displayed by RMP on his premises indicating treatment for any disease, disorder or condition specified in the section 3 or of the schedule is undertaken in those premises. Then any book or treatise which are dealing with any of the matters which have been specified in the section 3. Then any advertisements which is relating to the drug sent confidentially in the prescribed manner only to the RMP. Then any advertisement relating to the drug printed or published by a person for which permission was granted before the commencement of this act. Then any advertisements, labels or set of instructions which are permitted under this act, that is Drug and Cosmetics Act. Then the leaflet or the literature accompanying packaging of drugs. Advertisements of drugs in medical, pharmaceutical, and scientific journals, which have been permitted on conditions that our advertisements should not contain only such information as is required for guidance of registered medical practitioner, that is RMP, in respect of therapeutic indications of drug, its administration, dosage, side effects, and the precautions to be observed in the treatment with the drug. Now we will be discussing the offences and their penalties. So the first offence is like if anyone who contravenes any provision of the act or the rules thereunder by taking part in prohibition of advertisement, the penalty in the first conviction is imprisonment up to 6 months with fine or with both. In subsequent conviction, the imprisonment extends up to 1 year with fine and with both. And in case the contravention of any provisions of the act or rules thereunder by company by taking part in the prohibited advertisement, the penalty is every person who at all the times the offences was committed was in charge of that is held responsible and shall be deemed to be guilty. And if such person is not liable for the punishment if he proves that the offence was committed without his knowledge. In this way we complete the chapter Drug and Magic Remedies Act or Objectionable Advertisements Act 1954 and Rules 1955. Hope you liked. Do subscribe my channel. Thank you. Jai Hind.